NBA 2K26 MyCareer Story. Let's
We're
go.
entering the range where you could hear your name called.
Bet. Okay, everybody
exciting.
remember. I want to hear it on TV first, okay?
Marching orders
All
haven't
right?
changed. Got it.
All right.
Quiet. Next pick is in.
Moments like this don't just happen.
With the next pick in the 2025 NBA Draft,
It's finally happening.
It's surreal.
the Golden State Warriors select
You gotta earn them.
Yeah, I'm 101, number one. We the best, it's another one.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP, and I'm here bright and early, 6 a.m., ready to get my first workout in. Today, we're gonna play Kobe Starks, the highest ranked player in Vermont. But you know me, I'm not afraid of a challenge.
Hey,
Hey.
how'd it go?
The scout couldn't make it.
I need to go to LA.
But son, you just need to be patient.
No one cares about us here. I need to be where the competition is.
MP, Dion. Nice to finally meet you in person, young brother.
You too. This is my first time in LA.
You got a unique chance to do something special here, MP. Don't waste a second of it.
My job at the agency is to identify diamond in the rough talent at a high school level.
You belong back home, slinging breakfast to townies.
You have a lot more growing up to do than you realize.
I'm a big believer in ripping the Band-Aid off, so I'm gonna get right to it. The play next year is Europe.
You have a chance to make your dreams happen. And you owe it to yourself to make it happen.
Yeah, I'm 101, number one. We the best, it's another one.
The path isn't always easy.
For me, it's just about getting 1% better every day. Let's hoop.
The road to the top isn't always obvious.
Good game, bro.
That was mad fun, bro.
But this is where legacies are made.
You are the consensus favorite for Rookie of the Year.
This is our time, our moment, our game, our championship. Bring it in.
So, how will you make yours? NBA 2K26. Ball over everything.
Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. It is going down. We're going to dive deep into this and go into my career. Man, oh man, it's exciting. NBA 2K26 has a lot of good new information. The community day is happening. It already happened, actually. Everybody's getting their content ready. I'll be covering that. We also have a bunch more details going on the channel for this game, so lock in. First thing I want to do is take you through the journey of this reveal and kind of give you what we're looking at. You're a high school student. You're going to be trying to get drafted. What I think is happening here is you actually don't get drafted your first year coming out of high school, and you're forced into going overseas, which we'll talk about in a minute, but that is kind of what they presented. It looks like you wanted to get drafted, but it didn't work out. And then you have an agent trying to help you prosper. Very cool stuff. Before that, it looks like you will be playing in high school. As you see here in the footage, he's basically prepping, practicing in a facility for high school, playing against a rival who was one of the top prospects, but they did not have a scout. So the scout wasn't there to watch him dominate, so it was pointless. He feels very disappointed in that. He said he needs to go somewhere where people can actually see him. And that's where he decided to go to LA. And that's where I believe the game will pick up on your professional side of wanting to be an NBA player. You'll play some tournaments, some street ball, different things, and you're going to be getting evaluated by how good you do, how good of a teammate you are and all that good stuff. There's a little underlining story here that I want to kind of showcase in this very scene. When you get to LA, it looks like there's some people trying to, make you feel like an outcast and talk bad about you, go back to where you belong. And, the key thing there is that is this guy right here, most likely is trying to bully you. And I don't know what happens. It's a speculation. But they say that, you were out of line and you messed up. And why would you do that? You still got some growing to do is what they say. And if that's the case, did you fist fight with him? What was it that you were doing that's unprofessional to cause you the trouble that you go through. And I do believe it's involving this guy here who's smack talking you. Maybe you get into a fight and then your coach is telling you got a lot of growing to do. Then your agent tells you, hey, you're going out of bounds, aka that's what this whole storyline's about. You're going overseas. And I don't know if this is just an option, and this is where speculation. Is it an option that you have to play overseas, or can you avoid that and go to college and end up playing in college? Because they're not revealing that just yet. If that's the case, this makes this a lot more fun and interesting and intriguing. But it's not a short thing. They said something very particular, the developers on Twitter, is that you're going to have a lot more options on your road to the NBA. And I'm curious if they say, hey, you want to go to college? You want to go to overseas? What is your game plan? But it looks like you won't get drafted straight from high school. We'll have to fight your way through the whole scenario, and it could be very cool and interesting. And so I like that better. I actually think they should do it where it's like you can get drafted at any point if you perform at a very high level and you're the #1 player. And if you don't, then you'll stay in college for 4 years, struggle, come off the bench, do whatever it takes to get, deeper into the game. That's just some food for thought on what is possible. There's no guarantees or anything like that on any of this. But you can see the court, and this is the first time, and I want to kind of just point out a couple of really good things in here. You have this MyCourt for the high school team that you're on, right? Which is very awesome. And it looks like you're going to be doing documentaries, kind of like an influencer, a content creator like us out here. And we making videos about it. And this is the meter. That's a big green window. Now that's an open shot, but that is amazing. For no RNG having that big of a window, oh, we popping it this year. There's no way I'm missing that. I can shoot that with my eyes closed, folks. If you just watch, the green is spectacular. That's a big one. And of course, somebody's going to be guarding you, and it's probably on pro mode, or so it may be smaller for like a Hall of Fame. But just some thoughts on that. We'll see. You can see some animations. When you look at these animations, these are some of the animations that are actually in the game. So don't just think that these animations are like cutscenes. Some of them are cut from the actual game, so you can see how the body bumps into somebody, how they're moving and grooving when they're doing a layup or something in that nature. Every little detail, like the dribble right here, that crossover and that jumper, that most likely is from in game, and they took the footage. You see right here, this layup, are the new body animations. These are things you got to pay attention to. There's a lot of this little nuggets and stuff like that. But absolutely loving this kid story, coming of age, getting out of high school, trying to get drafted, going through the struggle, moving to LA to kind of find his way and make a name for himself. Whatever happens in here, something bad happens where he does something wrong or something. And I don't know if this is going to be forced, like, a cutscene, or it's just if you play good, you won't have to deal with it. Those are the questions that I would have on how they're going to set this up. But as you can see, this rival talks some smack. Maybe you get into a fist fight. I don't know. The coach is like, what are you doing, bro? You got some growing up to do. But again, who knows? You're going to have an agent again. And we know how these things work. The agent gives you options in the past, like how we want to do this. How do you want to handle this? And you kind of select. Some of it is impactful, and then some of it hasn't really, to be honest, been impactful, if we're clear. Like sometimes those branches from the old games were just like, oh, just for you to sound different. In the end, you have to do the same stuff. So I don't know how this year is going to work. I prefer the freedom. I don't want to go overseas. I want to go to college. Let me go to college. I want to get drafted, whatever I need to do. So pretty cool stuff. And then you guys a mentor here who basically tells him to do the right thing. And then, of course, the NBA stuff. You can see this very cool up and under layup. Just pay attention to celebrations that are going to be in the game. Any little thing you'll see. Then you got the mentors from the NBA side. You guys seen this before. where NBA players do some voiceovers and they are part of the game. And Maxi to me is going to be a superstar. I mean, he's a star player now. He's been evolving, but it's little by little, he's starting to even get better. But yeah, so you're watching little details that are subtle, like that cross. Oh my God, that's going to be fire when we do that. Then of course, the report is asking questions. All of it is leading to a good story that I will be making sure I cover in detail. And just so you guys know, right now, they have not put out the courtside report information. I wanted to make sure I cover this and do a deep dive breakdown, but the courtside information is next. I'm going to dive into MyCareer. Maybe it releases today. I'll drop the video right away. If not, we'll do that tomorrow whenever it comes out, but it'll be popping up on your screen in a second. Like, subscribe, and comment if you rock with me and want more. We're going to keep it doing what it do. You know what it is, the one and the only. Appreciate your time, y'all energy. Y'all stay safe, stay blessed. Go ahead and check out the courtside report of MyCareer. A lot of details coming in. Should be popping up on screen. Peace.